my channel. My name is Heather, and it's
time for a reading with Shadow and Shine. Join me on an adventure at Wayfair, the brand new Wayfair store in Chicago, or I should say Wilmette, Illinois, but still, it's the suburbs of Chicago. It's near Chicago, and apparently it is the first Wayfair store physical location ever. Obviously, because it is the holiday season, they have tons and tons of Christmas trees, and their Christmas trees are actually very high quality. I mean, they could really give Balsam Hill a run for their money if they wanted to. I'm curious to know from you guys, are you more of a color lights kind of person, multicolor, or a white lights kind of a person? Me personally, color lights all the way. And here is Santa saying hello from his little inflatable trailer, which I thought was just too funny. Wouldn't it be hilarious if someone in a trailer bought Santa in a trailer to put outside of their trailer? It just would be full of irony, if you ask me. But anyways, they have so much stuff here at Wayfair. It truly is a showroom, is what it comes down to. We have that jukebox there, a little bar area that you could purchase and bring home if you had room for a bar. They have lots of gaming stuff, like the foosball table, the poker table, more gaming tables over here, obviously. They really have everything for your home. But once again, it's more like a showroom, because if you go in there and you ask about something specific that you saw on their website, chances are they may not have it physically in the store. So it's more like you get to see everything, like a lot of things that they have to offer in person, physically at the store. And if there's more stuff that interests you, you can go to their website, because most of their inventory is going to realistically be online as opposed to in-store. But, they've got these kitchen layouts, they've got living room layouts, bedroom layouts, everything for the home. Of course, they have plenty of lighting options, something for everybody, to no surprise. My mom and I in particular, we really liked this one right here. It looks kind of like crystals just dangling from the sky, like it's raining crystals. There is a holiday hub. Honestly, most of the holiday stuff was truly downstairs. They had Christmas ornaments and that kind of thing. Upstairs in this holiday hub area, they primarily just had Christmas trees and these very large inflatables, obviously. Over here, we have this teddy bear that was taking forever to jump out of the box. But there he is. Now he's trying to make a little appearance. Anyways, I'm curious to know from you guys, going back to the Christmas tree discussion, I already asked you multicolored lights or white lights, but I'd also be curious to know, are you a real tree person or a fake tree person? Me personally, multicolored lights and a fake tree, because I've always had a fake tree my entire life. I wouldn't know any differently. So let me know in the comments what your preference is when it comes to those Christmas things. They also have this fancy schmancy pet area, tons of fancy crates and beds, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're in the Chicago area, check out the Wayfair store. It's pretty cool. Shopping at Wayfair in person. What did you guys think of that? That was definitely pretty cool. I had no idea that you could even do that until I went on that little shopping expedition. So it kind of just basically reminded me of a purple IKEA, but more expensive. And I feel like a little bit higher quality, because IKEA, let's be real, it's kind of cheap. Not that that's bad or anything, but it is what it is. Anyways, now that we have gone on that little adventure together, I decided to sit down here with you guys now and do a little holiday themed reading for you from my holiday themed oracle deck, A Magical Christmas, which I will have a link for this right down there that you can check out in the description box. I am recording this before Christmas, but realistically, I know this won't go up until after Christmas. So my intention for this particular reading is New Year's. We're going to be looking into New Year's and what your new year for 2025 may look like. So let's get into it. What does the collective need to know for New Year's 2025? Ringing in the new year, cozy, watching Christmas movies. So you may choose to spend the night in this year. It may not be a year for going out and partying and celebrating and just being out there with the crowds and everything, which, you know, sometimes that's the better way to play things. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a fun night. It definitely could be. You're just going to be cozy inside, watching movies. It could be Christmas movies, continuing on with the holiday themes, or maybe it's just any movie that you like. It gives the comfort feel is what it comes down to. Maybe you'll be curled up with friends, family, a partner of yours, your pets, whatever the case may be. But I feel like it's definitely going to be very comfy, cozy, enjoyable vibes. So that's a pretty fun way to start the new year. You know, December, January, it's cold. Who wants to be out there anyways in like some high heels and super skimpy dress? Granted, you'd probably look fine as all hell, but you know, who wants to be out there in that when you could be in your pajamas and comfy and cozy? Feeling left in the cold. So there's a chance that maybe one of the reasons you've made the choice to do this is there could have been plans originally to go out for New Year's, and maybe something with those plans are going to wind up falling through, and there could be a little bit of disappointment that may come with those plans not working out. It could make you feel a little left in the cold, could make you feel a little bit left out. But I feel like it's going to work out though. Like, I get good vibes from this card, the one that came through initially. So I feel like if you do kind of feel left out initially, I feel like that's going to pass. I feel like that's going to be temporary, which is a good thing. Oh, okay. We just had two that flew out. We have one that's forwards and one that's backwards. So let's see. All right. So if you do feel left in the cold for any plans that fall through for New Year's, I feel like it's very important. Spirit is reminding you to not let that eat away at your spirit, at your soul. Don't let that take a root in your heart to create any kind of bitterness or resentment. Like, it's just New Year's. It is just New Year's. There are much bigger issues going on in the world. And if anything, like, start planning and start getting ready for your new year to make it a wonderful 2025. And I don't just mean New Year's itself, but, you know, going into all of January and then February, March, so on and so forth, etc., you know, for the whole year coming up. Because I feel like if you allow yourself to get really bummed out about any plans not working out for New Year's, there's going to be a tendency to want to get even with people and really hold a grudge. And in a sense, hang on to the idea of a vengeance towards anyone who does leave you out during New Year's. And it's not worth it. It is not worth this, because that's going to ruin your New Year's even more. Like, for you, you'll be ruining it for yourself, and you'll be kind of setting yourself up for a crappy kickoff for 2025, and, you know, more messes to come in 2025. And just don't do that to yourself. Don't allow someone else to take that away from you with hanging on to all of that toxicity. So don't go there. I feel like the temptation will be there, but this is important that you release that and you let go of that, and it's just choose your battles wisely. And I feel like this is one that you can let go of. Like, it's just a party. It's just a party, because literally the intention here is just New Year's Eve itself. So it's just a party. It's just a party. Tangled, twisted tinsel. So we have this family here. They're kind of all wrapped up together. It's a little chaotic. It's a little crazy in the image and the picture. And I feel like that's also how it could feel with whatever this falling out situation is here with the New Year's Eve plans, with the New Year's Eve party that will ultimately lead you to spending New Year's at home. There's going to be a lot of confusion is what it comes down to. And a lot of misunderstandings, and it's very chaotic energy. So I feel like if you do miss this party, if you do miss this event, it's probably for the best. It's probably in your favor. Because I feel like this is the energy of what's going to be happening at that party, at that event. And for those who do wind up going to it, they may not wind up having such a fun time anyways. So it's probably okay if you don't wind up going. All right, let's see. We got a couple more that came through. Santa, tell me if you're really there. So, once again, I feel like there's a lot of disappointment not going to this party. I don't know what the party is or what the situation is, what the story is behind it, but I'm telling you guys, it's not worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's a teenager tuning into this, and it's like some popular kids at the school that have left you out in the cold. Believe me, these people are not worth it. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, these people are not worth it. But I promise you, Santa is still there. It could be another way of saying, like, God, are you still there? Has the universe left me in the cold? Has the universe forgotten about me? The universe hasn't. It hasn't forgotten you. I know it's an annoying phrase, but there's that whole saying of rejection is God's protection, kind of a thing. And I hate it too. I get it. I don't like it either. But there is truth in that expression. We have Christmas crafting. So I feel like if you do wind up staying at home for New Year's, you don't just have to sit there and watch movies. Maybe you'll get a little crafty and make some arts and crafts, do some kind of project, something to keep your mind busy, to keep your hands busy, all that good stuff. Let's see. I'm going to ask here. Oh, we're still doing good on time. That's fine. I'm going to ask here just to kind of follow up, because I feel bad that there's all this disappointment revolving around not going to this event. But I don't feel like there should be disappointment, because I do feel like you could have a really enjoyable time at home. I want to ask more about the experience of staying at home for New Year's. Those who are tuned into this reading right now for the collective, if they stay home for New Year's, like, basically, is it going to turn around? Is it going to get better? What will that New Year's at home look like? As long as we're not holding on to the resentment and everything from not going to this event. And we do have crystals for Christmas. We have moonstone, malachite, and ametrine. So you might want to grab some crystals, especially these crystals, to kind of just like ground you and protect you. And I know these aren't necessarily like grounding or protecting crystals, but bottom line is they have properties within them that may be able to help you navigate that New Year's energy, that may help you navigate some of that disappointment and help you go from being disappointed to reappointed in a new year with new beginnings and having a new, fresh perspective. So let's see what that night at home is going to look like if we are leaving the disappointment in the rearview mirror. Let's kind of turn the tide here on this New Year's night. Okay, so we have put the elf on the shelf. Wait, so don't do anything impulsive. I feel like that's a reminder to not do anything impulsive. You know, don't do anything impulsive that may be tied to like this vengeance kind of energy. So don't be sending any mean, nasty texts or talking any crap about anybody. You know, don't be doing that. Don't lower your level of things. You may wind up filling up with some eggnog, empty and filling up with nog. So, this is painful, you guys. I honestly thought that this was going to go better than I thought it would. When I saw this, I was like, oh, you're going to spend a nice cozy night at home. But it looks like you might be spending that cozy night feeling possibly kind of empty from, once again, not being invited to this little shindig. And therefore filling up on eggnog. Oh, okay, come on. Give me some kind of peace of mind here. Okay, we have, do you hear what I hear? Communication. I just told you guys, don't send the text. Don't send the text. Don't send the text of, where was it? Yeah. Wait. Don't send that text from a place of feeling vengeful just because you haven't been invited to the party or you were disinvited to the party or whatever it was. Yeah, that's not going to turn out well. So yeah, that's kind of funny that came through because I literally said like, don't send the text. And then that card came through just to kind of confirm that. Okay. Spirit, come on. Give me like a positive message here for this group because I'm getting frustrated that it's not coming through when I could have sworn that staying home would be the better option. But I mean, if someone's disappointed, they're disappointed and I get that. It's not always easy. Okay. Attending or performing in a Christmas pageant. So I kind of feel like this crowd of people that you would have been hanging out with, that you would have gone to see over New Year's, that they're kind of just like, they're performers is what it comes down to. Not like literal performers, not like they work in the entertainment industry or anything, but it's like they're just fake, they're phony, they're putting on performances is what it comes down to. These are not genuine, real people. Like, they're not your people. Like, they're better people in your life. So it's just like, I know how it is. Sometimes we want to sit at like the cool kids table, and a lot of that comes from just wanting to be seen and heard and accepted. And you will be seen and heard and accepted, but it's got to be by the people who want to see and hear you and truly understand you and love you for you. That's not going to be everybody. And anyone who treats you in the way that it's kind of coming through in this reading is probably not going to be your people. But your people are out there because everybody has people. And if you don't know who your people are and you're trying to find them, you're trying to figure that out, you know, me too. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong process. But, you know, if you click with me and you resonate with me, you're welcome to sit here and hang out with me and join me because, you know, I'm just sitting here right now talking to my phone, doing this reading for you guys. But I always hope that this message, that any of the messages that I put out there onto the internet, it gets through to the right people, and that, you know, it doesn't matter how many views it gets or anything, but as long as it can help even just one person, then it was worth putting in, you know, the past 15 minutes I've been sitting here talking to this camera, and then some of whatever else that I add yet to this. So yeah, it's always worth it. So maybe this reading is just ultimately about encouraging you guys that it's okay to do your own thing. It's okay to spend New Year's at home. There's so many fun things you can do at home as it is. You don't have to be out and about, and especially not with the wrong crowd. Let me see if there's anything else I can get here for you guys, because oh, there we go. This is a good card to wrap this message up on, because this is the truth. As 98 Degrees once sang, it's the season of love. And that's what the holiday season is. It's the season of love, Christmas and New Year's. And the truth is, we can carry that love within our hearts all year long. And we can just like sprinkle that stuff around like confetti and just love up on other people and allow our kindness to be infectious. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, whatever's happening here with this New Year's energy and this New Year's situation, if there is a group of people who disinvites you, or you found out that they never intended to invite you or wanted to invite you, or whatever the situation is to this party, whether it's just like wanting to be accepted into the cool kids group at school, or if it's like, you know, being accepted into the right networking group when it comes to work, or the right clique, or whatever it is. You know, I lived in LA for 15 years, and God, you know, it's like you got to be on the right list or whatever to be able to get into a club or have the right look. And if you don't have the right look, and if you're not on the list, or if you don't know someone to get in or whatever, you're basically standing outside that club all night, just waiting to get in. Don't be that person. Don't be that person standing on the outside looking in, waiting to get in. Go live your life. And you don't have to be in the club where they all fam, like your fam may not be in that club. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. Your fam may be out there somewhere else in the world. You may find your fam in your own home. It may be the people who you share a roof with. It may be friends that you've already had for a long time. It may be friends that you connect with and that you talk with right here on the internet. So yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that situation. Don't let it eat you up. They're not worth it. They're not worth that time and attention, because you are worth so much more. And I promise you, there are people out there who are going to recognize that, who see you, who know you, who love you, and who value you. And those are your people. And it doesn't have to be a big group of people either. It doesn't have to be 100 people, 50 people. It doesn't even have to be 10 people. It can be less than the amount of people on one hand. It just has to be someone. And I promise you that there's someone. There's someone for everyone. Anyways, I hope that little message of encouragement helped you, and that this reading made sense, because that's ultimately why I'm here. I am here to just simply assist and help you on your journey in this crazy thing called life. I do a lot of twin flame readings. I do a lot of spirit baby readings, and everything in between. I mean, career, past life, you name it, we can get into it. Anyways, I definitely enjoyed hanging out here with you guys for a little bit today. And I appreciate you so incredibly much. If I do resonate with you as a reader, or you just simply enjoy the content that I post here, then please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, because that helps me out a lot here on the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and hit that notification bell as you subscribe, and also drop me a comment down below. This is social media. Let's be social. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's do this community thing, right? And like I said, you know, you never know. You may find some of your soul family and your own personal tribe right here. So yeah, I definitely invite you to do those things. And also visit my website, shadowandshine.com. I would love to have you guys pop on over there because I do have a Patreon. That's even more so of like a community kind of situation thing going on over there. I haven't really done very much with my Patreon in a little while. The holidays have been kind of busy and hectic and just lots of end of year stuff going on. But I do plan on like heading full speed back into that, heading into the new year. So you can check out my Patreon over on my website, shadowandshine.com. I do offer personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading for yourself, you can check that out. And I also have my own unique original oracle decks. So obviously this one here that I've used tonight, A Magical Christmas, you can find that there, as well as other ones if you're interested in that, in doing readings yourself. Whether you do it professionally or you're an amateur, it doesn't matter. It is a fantastic addition for anyone's collection, and they're all pretty easy to understand. So yeah, but thank you guys for hanging out here with me for a little bit today. I definitely appreciate you. I am sending you guys lots of hugs and much love, and I am sending you a very bright and happy New Year wish to you to have an amazing 2025.